to my channel. My name is Jackie Cassie, and basically I was going to show you guys or tell you guys how I lost 30 pounds unknowingly. And I started this, I don't want to say journey, I would say lifestyle change, but I started this a few months ago. And I'm going to insert pictures. I'm going to insert pictures and just be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And basically, I didn't even realize how bad my belly was looking bloated. It was just like, you know, and I'm like, and I always, when I gain weight, I'm a person who gains weight in a proportionate sense. Like, if I gain weight, I gain it in my boobs, my hips, my butt. So it's proportionate. And only a person who is actually paying attention to me can really see, like, oh wow, you gain a little weight. Your stomach is a little bit bigger than before. Or, you know, your thighs look a little thicker than before. Or my neck. I would say at my heaviest, I had like, I wouldn't say a double chin, but I had like you can see it. Like this little fold was so thick, and I'll try to look for a picture where you could, is very profound, very noticeable, and I'll show you. And honestly, since losing the 30 pounds, I have seen changes. And I wouldn't say nothing crazy, but certain changes. I'm happier now. My skin is substantially clearer. I don't use that many products on my face. Of course, I don't eat that often. I don't even think about food really that much. Increasing my water intake has definitely decreased how much food I'm going to be eating. And also increase my water has definitely stopped certain cravings. And it's just factual, it's honest. When it comes to me, I could work out day and night. That's nothing for me. That's the reason I always admire people who have a healthy eating habit. This is a friend of mine that I have her eating habit substantially clean, and she does it unknowingly because she's been doing it her entire life. So she has a habit already. She has a habit of, instead of getting coffee creamer with sugar, she will always drink herbal tea with no sugar, no cream, nothing. Instead of getting the pancakes, which I will get, she will get fruits and bacon on purpose, okay, and stuff like that. And these are things like little small habits that changes whether you're going to gain weight this week or not gain weight this week or whatever. And honestly, I wouldn't say, like, I don't jump on the scale as often as I did when I was yo-yo dieting or doing this other crazy stuff. I just don't, because I feel happy. I feel like I'm losing the weight. I jump on a scale, I am losing the weight, and I'm just implementing certain things to make sure I don't gain the weight. That's it. And you just have to do it for you. Because when I was in a relationship, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna lose, and it's just like, when you feel like you have pressure, I'm not putting this on the person either, but when you feel like you have pressure, you feel like you just can't perform at your best ability. And sometimes certain things just have to be done when you're by yourself, all by yourself, and it's okay. Certain growth just happen when you're by yourself, unfortunately, but it's the truth. When it comes to clothes, I had clothes that couldn't fit me. I was like, it's a large, why it couldn't fit me? And I used to blame the clothes. I'm like, this is not a true large. This is not. And now that I cut 30, I put on, basically it's a leather jacket, a green leather jacket I purchased from Lord Taylor. Couldn't fit it last year. I put it on this year, and it fits so perfectly, so nice, so well. I was gonna write a letter to corporate. I'm like, you guys need to fix your size and this and that. And I guess I didn't want to come to an assumption like, hey girl, it's not that issue, but it is what it is. And I would say I have more energy. My clothes fit better. I feel so much more confident. But since losing the 30, my skin been clearer, more confident. I feel like I get more opportunity because of it. And it's just because, unfortunately, it's the shallow society we live in now. I don't know. I feel like I take over the world. I'm not like lethargic. You know, I don't really have that many 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock crashes like I used to. And I feel like, and I'm in a good space. I'm not saying I'm finished, but I'm definitely saying that, you know, I'm happy where I'm at, and we'll continue going. And this is nothing that is like new to anyone. Everyone knows how to lose weight. You just literally got to implement it. And what started this, as I said before, I was a yo-yo dieter. But what started this was predominantly in December 2018. I was just so tired of not being happy about where my life was going, being stagnant, being like emotionally frustrated about, you know, what I was going through. And because of this one mountain, now I kept telling you, because my licensing exam, because of this one mountain, it brought unhappiness in every other area. Like, because of this one thing, it held up getting other opportunities and moving forward. It held up my finances. It held up the fact that I wanted to get married, move on, couldn't do that, you know, all this other stuff. And it also stemmed my insecurity, and everything. And sometimes, you know, which also brought that baggage into my relationship. And now that I'm better, now that I'm, you know, I'm better than like I was saying, I'm better than I ever been at 21 or 22. Like, I'm much better than that female. And it's so funny because everyone's like, oh, you know, at that age you're at your peak, you're at your, and I'm like, girl, no, you're not at your peak yet. Like, you're gaining your momentum. And if you so happen to be one of those young boss chicks, great, girls, like, that's awesome. But not all of us were able to do that. A lot of us, we have to be boss women, you know, and get to that level of momentum. So all in all, through this chapter in 2018, when I saw that I wasn't succeeding and stuff like that, what did I do? I turned to God. And through praying and stuff like that, I was informed that I should fast. Now, fasting is nothing new. There's some people that talks about it. Some people do it for losing weight purposes, and a lot of people do it for spiritual purposes. I did it for spiritual purposes, and I embarked at first on intermittent fasting. Then eventually I did a 3-day fast, no food, just water. And at this point, like, I needed a breakthrough so bad. Like, me and my brother went into fasting. He went into fasting with me, which I love him for it. And yeah, so that's how I basically started learning how to suppress my hunger, to not rely on food, not to even think about it, to increase my water intake, to sustain from consumption of food for a long duration of time. And it's only as of recently, and I'm not sponsored by this app at all, but it's only as of recently that I downloaded this app called Zero. And it's a fasting app. And I didn't do this initially. I did this a month ago. So I didn't do this in 2018 when I was getting out of my situation. I remember I started praying, fasting heavily after my birthday. So I would say February 2019. But I just downloaded this app called Zero a month ago, which is awesome because I don't even need to think about the fasting anymore. It thinks about the fasting for me. It tells me how many hours I've been doing the fast and how many people are also joining the fast on their platform. And I think it's pretty amazing. And I'm using their free trial. I do believe they have a pro version. I'm not going to do that. However, if you guys want to sponsor me, feel free to. Anyway, so that's one. So after this breakthrough of, you know, learning how to fast and learning how to eat better, I've been doing that. I can't say every day I'm doing my intermittent fasting. I'm not like that. However, days where I feel like I've been eating a little bit more, I'll probably sustain from eating a little bit longer, or I do an extra workout or something like that. But I would say at the end of the day, I laughed and I said, I'm gonna call this the ewww method. And I remember when I told this to somebody, was like, why the hell are you calling this the ewww method? And I was like, because it's quite simple and basic. And everybody knows spell eww, so ewww, and it's eat healthy, water, workout, and waist train. Okay, that's it. I have always been a thick girl my entire life before thick became popular. Okay, like like I said, I've always been thick my entire life. My family, we always embrace our curves, but getting those curves in a smaller package, that's all I want, to be happy, healthy, and to embrace my curve and not feel like my curves are just too much or just overwhelming and I can't wear my clothes, I can't wear my suits, I can't do this and that. At this point, I'm a healthy size 10, 12, and on my fattest day, I'm a 12. I remember towards the end of 2018, I was a size 14, 16. And I remember when I used to go to like events for my friends, whether it was like galas or parties or weddings or whatever have you, depending on who I received my dress from or my gowns from. And you know how certain gowns are. Certain gowns are, you know, they have their own customary sizes. So even though I'm a size 14 in a gown, I might be size 18. I might be a size 16. And it's just because of the way it's cut. Just like when women get married, you might be a size 10, but in a bridal wear, you're a size 14. It goes up a size, unfortunately, but that's what it is. But I'm comfortably in these pants right now is a size 10. And honestly, it just feels good when I'm having my cravings. I can't even say, oh, I make a shake or anything. I go to sleep, okay? Or I consume so much water, I don't even think about it. Or I throw myself into the project. Or I do something else to get my mind off of it. I go for a walk. I go for an additional workout. I might sit down and do my abs, do my lash, anything but put something in my mouth, okay? And that's it. If you guys want more content from me, I'll put up what I have been doing and I'll put all the information you need. I will probably post twice a week, Thursday and Sundays, regarding my progress. This is my personal progress. If you guys are interested, let me know. And I don't really focus on the actual numbers. If you guys are about that, fine, I'll put the numbers up. I don't focus on numbers. I really focus on the inches. That's where it is. I've seen a decrease from my boobs to my hips, my butt, and it's not to a point where it's like, oh my God. And I know some girls like, oh my God, you're decreasing your hips? I'm trying to increase my hips. Okay. Sometimes there's a point where you have too much, you know, you just want to, just a little, you just want to just work, get you smooth it out a little bit. I don't need hips as big as the Great Wall. Don't need that, okay? But that's where I'm at. Let me just wrap this video up because it's getting dark outside and I'm about to go for a walk. And however you guys are dealing with this quarantine situation, wherever you guys are, I really hope you guys are safe. I hope your family is safe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. Lewo.